Hello and welcome to part 2 of our Building Construction Technology IvyLearn training video tutorials. Video 2 is going to pick up where video 1 left off and add some additional detail for the 5 standard IvyLearn courses that do not have NCCER Connect content. So I'm going to go to IvyLearn and open BCTI 110 and use that as an example. Find it in my dashboard here, click on the icon to open the course. Now you'll notice that the home page looks almost identical to our NCCER Connect courses. We have the registration, the syllabus, the participation, student resources, and instructor resources. The difference is this sessions button. So if you recall, in the NCCER Connect, the button that we clicked right here was called NCCER Connect, and it took the student to the Pearson MyLab website to do all of their work. Well, we don't have that content for these 5 courses, so when the student clicks on class sessions, they're going to see something very similar to what they've previously seen within Blackboard, where we have a separate session folder for each week of the course. So here we have session 1, session 2, and on it goes. So the student, for example, if I jump in, say, to session 2, would click on the first link, and then they see a page. The page has the objectives and the reading assignment. They use the next button to go through this week's assignments. Here is a link for them to submit their review questions, 1 through 25. So they would do those electronically by using the browse and attach or type function in IvyLearn, which you can't see here in the instructor view, and submit those for grading. And they would continue to progress through. If there was a performance profile, it would be located here as a placeholder. This particular one does not have a performance profile. And then we have the final exam. So in this case, the student would not be able to take the exam because it's currently turned off, but as an instructor I can still see it even though it's unpublished. Once they completed the exam, then they would move forward to participation. Again, this is a placeholder, as we discussed in video 1, where the instructor inputs their participation score, and if a student misses their class, they can submit materials. And once they've been through all of that, then it jumps to the next session, which is the next week's assignments, assignment 3 or week 3. So again, one area or one folder for each week of the class. Just the piece of paper is a note page. The piece of paper with a pencil is an assignment, and then this lightning bolt is a quiz or exam. So for you as the instructor, the students are going to do everything on their own. There's only 3 things that you need to do. One is you need to input their performance profile score, which you would do directly in the gradebook by clicking on the grades area of IvyLearn that we'll go to in a moment. 2, you have to turn on and off module exams. As previously discussed, the students have a maximum 3 attempts on any exam, so when your students are ready to take the module 1 test, it's real simple. All you do is click the cloud to publish it. Now the students can see it, they take their test, and when they're done, you click the cloud again to unpublish, and it turns it off so they cannot see it. And the last thing you need to do is input participation, which again happens in the IvyLearn gradebook. So let's go there now. If I click on grades, you'll see a mock student called student test, and it shows these are all grouped by category, all of their labs. So this is the module 2 lab. So if a student completed that, did a great job, then I would put in 100% or 100 points for their lab score. And if I keep on scrolling to the right, you'll see that we also have their review quizzes, or the review questions show up, their quizzes show up, their participation shows up. So if the student participated in session number 2, I would input the score to document that they have completed their participation for that week. And at the very end, you can see the total grade and the weighted. So exams are 30%, labs are 30%, quizzes are 20%. And in these standard IvyLearn classes, instead of participation being a multiplier, they're just worth a percentage of the grade. So everything in these 5 standard IvyLearn classes are weighted, whereas the NCCER Connect that we covered in video 1 are points based, hence the difference in how these all play out. So that is, in a nutshell, the main difference between the two. Students do all of their work within IvyLearn instead of a third-party website. As NCCER Connect content becomes available for each of these courses, then they will be migrated into the new format as well, but we do have these 5 oddball classes for the meantime. So thank you very much for your time. If you have questions, please contact your NCCER administrator. Have a great semester.